President Trump startled some lawmakers when he invited the top two Democrats in Congress to the Oval Office and told them he would shut down the government if he doesn't get funding for his promised border wall. The president allowed cameras to capture a 17-minute argument with Senator Chuck Schumer and Congresswoman Nancy Pelosi.
We came in here in good faith, and we're entering into this kind of a discussion in the public view.
But it's not bad,
let us no.
It's
but
called transparency.
Weijia Jiang is at the White House, the scene of the fracas. Weijia, good morning.
Good morning, John. The dramatic display diverted attention away from President Trump's frantic search for a new chief of staff and his potential legal troubles. But it also gave us a sneak peek into what may be to come in the new year, with a Democratic-controlled House dividing Congress.
Where you have walls, Chuck, it's effective. Where you don't have walls, it is not effective.
Yeah. Let's call a halt to this.
Public bickering over President Trump's proposed border wall ended with a defiant declaration in the Oval Office.
I am proud to shut down the government for border security, Chuck. So I will take the mantle. I will be the one to shut it down.
The president made clear to Democratic leaders Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi he is not budging on his mission to get funding for the wall in a spending bill. Mr. Trump wants $5 billion to build the wall, but they are urging him to support legislation that offers $1.3 billion for fencing and other security measures.
The experts say you can do border security without a wall, which is wasteful and doesn't solve the problem.
It totally solves the problem. And it's very important.
This has spiraled downward.
After the showdown, President Trump stood by his offer to own a partial government shutdown and downplayed the wild exchange.
Well, believe it or not, I think it was a very friendly meeting.
The Democrats had a different take.
This Trump shutdown, this temper tantrum that he seems to throw, will not get him his wall, and it'll hurt a lot of people.
In a private meeting back on Capitol Hill, Pelosi told colleagues, it goes to show you get into a tinkle contest with a skunk, you get tinkle all over you. And it's like a manhood thing for him, as if manhood could ever be associated with him, this wall thing. If Congress does not make a deal by December 21st, about a fourth of the government would close. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell.
Magic things happen at Christmas, and that's what I'm counting on.
Schumer and Pelosi offered two alternatives to keep the government open with short-term funding. Pelosi, who is poised to be House Speaker, said President Trump called her after the meeting, but did not say if he's ready to compromise on cash for his wall. Norah, if the government does shut down, it would be for the second time this year.
All right, Weijia, thank you.
You know, it looks like they can't do the basic thing, which is keep the lights on. But there is a little bit of news for people who think the government is completely without capability. There is a farm bill that's going through the Senate and criminal justice reform, which are proceeding with bipartisan support. So the whole thing hasn't broken down.
And just a reminder, the president controls and his party controls Congress. It's all Republican controlled at this current point.
Right. They could solve this shutdown thing quickly.
Pretty easily.
I don't know how that public conversation was good for anybody to see on either side. I felt very uncomfortable watching it.
Yeah.
So did Mike Pence.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, Mike Pence looked very.
Someone said that he looked like the elf on the shelf sitting there.
Yes.